good day, everybody, and welcome to today's latest episode on my YouTube video series. And we're going to talk about the Johor Singapore Special Economic Zone today. What happened was that recently this week, UOB Bank, right, arranged an event in Johor Bahru. That was on the 19th. I think they were one of the organizers. If I'm not wrong, this was in Forest City. And the article that came out, the UOB Malaysia CEO shared some interesting information on some progress that's going on with the SEZ right now, based to them. So basically, UOB bank right now, they have a green lane initiative. So basically, if you are a company and you want to do business in the special economic zone, they have the resources to help you. Green lane, that means do things faster, right? Be it getting pre-qualification for your financing, as well as to meet the necessary government agencies both on the Malaysia and Singapore side, so to make sure that you get all the approvals, licenses that you need depending on your type of business. So they have a desk, that means which in both Singapore and Johor, which means they have already dedicated staff whose job is to serve you, right? To and specialists, right, to help you get this expansion done into Johor. So UOB, I think, is one of the banks that have been quite aggressive pushing this SEZ initiative. I noticed both UOB as well as Maybank, right, have a special. I mean, they've done some work, right, to push this thing into their business, right? And in that event, the Malaysia UOB CEO, Ng Wei Wei, she was sharing that right now they're already talking to over 20 companies, right, for expansion into the Johor Singapore SEZ. And we're talking about total billions of ringgit Malaysia in terms of investment value. So already, right, so the SEZ was announced like since last year, right, and only signed this year. And already UOB alone, right, they're already talking about 20 companies for expansion into the SEZ. And these companies are manufacturing, green energy, chemical, in the digital economy, green economy, based in Singapore as well as from other parts of the world as well. UOB actually did an extra step. I think that was last year or early this year, where they brought the Johor Menteri Besar to on Hafiz to Shenzhen, right, to meet China companies there. I don't know why UOB did that, but it probably shows some initiative. And basically, from that discussion in Shenzhen, they already have 3 companies from Shenzhen who are also in discussion for investments, about 1.82 billion ringgit in the Johor Singapore Special Economic Zone. So it shows you that there's actually quite a lot of interest, right, in the SEZ, right? So if you are, I mean, to the average person on the ground, maybe we don't know what's going on. So, but for bosses level or big CEOs, companies, banks, right, they are probably more on the know because they are the ones that get inquiries, right? And it's good that in this article that UOB shared what they have in their pipeline right now, and shows that there's interest in this exact. So what happened at the event? One company called the Goldpeak Technology Group, right? They committed as the first client under UOB to commit investment about 670 million ringgit for a new battery factory, right, in Johor Bahru. So they're the first one to sign, right? This company, Goldpeak Technology, is a Hong Kong listed, but they have offices in Singapore, right? They signed as the first project in JB. Actually, this company, I went and Googled them, right, so to find out exactly what they do. So Goldpeak Technology, actually, they what they're doing here is a nickel zinc batteries, right? They make these batteries. They actually already have 3 factories in Johor. This will be the 4th one, and they are using the SEZ incentives and other benefits, right, to push for the 4th factory, right? So there was a senior manager. His name was Daniel Chua, right, in the article. So Daniel Chua, I tried to Google him on LinkedIn to see who is he, where is he from, right? He's based in Singapore, it seems to be Singaporean because his first job is in Singapore, but I can't quite confirm, right? Their office for this company is Clemenceau Avenue, which is basically near Clarke Quay in Singapore. So this was a guy quoting that they are very confident to do this 4th factory in the Johor Singapore Special Economic Zone, 670 million for a new nickel zinc battery factory, right? So this is what I mean, right? Usually the companies, they come from Singapore or are Singapore based or have a Singapore office initially, and all the front office is in Singapore or the HQ is in Singapore, the regional office is in Singapore, but the manufacturing, right? The manufacturing is done in a lower cost country, which is in Johor, right? And normally they prefer Johor because Johor is nearby. If they're going to put the manufacturing in KL or in Penang or in other parts of the world, they might as well be in KL or Penang itself. Or if they want to do it in Vietnam, Indonesia, then they'll be in Vietnam, Indonesia. But because their office is in Singapore, right, so their natural choice is to just go to JB, which is nearby. The same office can monitor the Johor factory. So and so this is the what I mean by front office in Singapore, and then manufacturing back office in Johor Bahru, which is what we tend to see in this model, and what would normally happen in the Johor Special Economic Zone. So in case you guys find it difficult to understand, right, I want to give you two other examples. These are retail examples, right? Retail brands, so it's easy to understand. Old Chunky, right? Old Chunky, and also Paris Baguette. I'm sure you have probably seen these brands in Singapore. These are retail brands selling retail product. So likely as a man on the street, this is something you understand better, right? Old Chunky also has manufacturing in Johor, right? And they also sell in Singapore, right? And Paris Baguette also has a factory, manufacturing factory, basically a food center in a centralized kitchen in Johor, right? But they also sell in retail stores in Singapore. So this is what I mean, right? By giving an example from a food basis, right, which a lot of people can understand better, right? So of production in Singapore, production in Malaysia, front office or the selling office is in Singapore. Okay, so I hope that was an interesting sharing, right? That gives you some idea on how progress is in the SEZ today. So if UOB got 20 fillers, then in the pipeline, then you probably other banks and other locations probably have a similar amount as well. So quite a lot of interest happening in the SEZ soon. We'll probably find out more as projects are announced one by one over the media. Some of it may make it to the mainstream media, some of it may not. So hopefully we try and share as much news here on the YouTube channel so that you guys will find out and get confidence that this is creating more jobs in Johor Bahru, which will support property development, etc., in economic growth in Johor Bahru, which is important, right, to support the property market and the economy in JB. Okay, so thank you very much. If you enjoyed this sharing, please like, share, and subscribe. We will create more YouTube content to make this useful to everybody who watch this channel. Thank you very much. I know you guys love this information, so I'll try to do as much as I can. Thank you very much, and bye bye.